Then this box, which I haven't seen before. I don't know if you can see it right now. Was connected to that plug. I never seen these boxes before. It says it's a cable box, but it has no cable connected. Let me see. Actually, it does have a cable connected to it. Where's it coming from? I don't know. But that box was connected to that line, and they said it's a new invention. That's what they said when I got here. That was the explanation Anna gave me, and it was connected to that line, which runs through the rest of my lines. They don't even have any power that I seen you. I showed you guys before. And let's get a close up of this. It says DirecTV on it. Let's see if I can get that in the picture. DirecTV. And when I got here, we didn't have, that was hooked up and there was no internet. They said that was the new cable line. And then later on, they said something about they came and hooked up cable. Some guy came and I asked him for an explanation as I have a good understanding, well understanding of cable lines. As when I was in Moreno Valley, I spoke to at least 4 different carriers and they explained how the system worked to me. Never once did I hear of this system here. And they had said that they had just came with new technology at that time. So, and they explained to me that we no longer needed dishes in our homes. That dishes was a thing of the past. But when I came back to Moreno Valley in Hammett, you see let's see if you can see it. There's dishes everywhere. And I don't know why. All the carriers agreed that dishes were out of the picture. Let's see if you can get a view of that. I spoke to Frontier, Verizon, 2 other systems, private systems, internet systems, and they explained that those were a thing of the past, that we no longer needed them, but they're all over the neighborhood now. And so I don't know what's going on or what's that about. But you see there's multiple. Seems like that house where that guy went to hide into doesn't have one. And this guy in the corner doesn't have one either. And it seems like this guy just has a regular antenna. So, I mean, maybe that could be investigated at a later time. Why that is. If they said they were, I asked them what they were for. They said everyone was getting them. And I have pictures of other neighborhoods that most of all the homes have them. And so it must be connected to some kind of scheme that I'm not aware of. Possibly the gas lines, specifically in Moreno Valley, you have a clear view of them. Might be able to pull that up. Let's see. They've been erasing stuff off of my photos, so let me see if I can bring that up for you. One minute. Moreno Valley, they're all over the place. Okay, this is a residential area. I'll show you right now. I went up the hills here, and they have a North Korea flag up there. Let me show you. Here's a good view. This is a really good camera. I'm not sure why it's coming out blurry. But as you can see, that's a residential area, and there's something wrong there. There's a lot of systems, trailers, which looks like a landing pad or something of the sort. These are the mountains they're creating in Needles, Arizona, California border, the back road to 29 Palms. Okay, this is that residential area. Now, I've seen a lot of systems here, and that looks like a little weather meter or something of the sort. Let's see if I get a close up of it. In a residential area. As you can see the homes back there. And what seems to be posts. Military posts. This is behind, right behind San Bernardino, 215. And it's hard to see there, but there's a big old electrical box at the top of the mountain. And why is it up there? Your guess is as good as mine. It shows you that this right here shows you they have some kind of system running. And there goes the residential area, so you can see that I'm telling you they have some type of military setup in residential areas. And I believe this is part of the sect that created that place in San Diego that they try to have me tricked into. It's by a pier, and if you don't make a left turn onto the freeway, you get suckered into going into there. And there's nowhere to turn around if you don't make an immediate right. And from the testimony of women that I know, they said that they've been suckered into driving into there, and they don't leave until they've been raped and abused and by this faction of a sect which they claim to be government officials, but what I believe and know to be a separatist government. These are pictures of also the Needles, California, Arizona, back road to 29 Palms. I'm not sure what kind of satellite that is, but I've seen that in Roselle next to areas where they have active coolers for atom bombs. So that leads me to believe that I'm not sure if this is a military base or not, but they let me on ground, so I will assume it's unofficial. There's no fence around it. It's just hidden. Let me show you. They pretended to be a gas station, but this is the back of the gas station, which is a track home. And if you look closer, that's a gas station behind there. I'll show you the gas station in a minute. These little shacks I've been finding in between homes in the Moreno Valley area. I'll show you a picture of that also, and it also has some kind of different satellite. That's a Shell, supposed to be a Shell gas station, but there's no Shell, there's no gas there. And this is how they're hiding it behind palm trees. And that shows you that they're hiding it, you know. The reason I don't believe these are actually legit government grounds is because I could drive upon it. You know, I've been to multiple military bases, and you know, you don't just have access to it like that. And this is where I'm telling people that they're making mountains. You see, it's hard to see, but I'll show you. In front of them, that's a streak on the window. But in front of them are man-made mountains. In the back of them are the real mountains. This is from the dirt that they've been digging up underground to make their bases. This one is hard to see. If you had a computer, you would notice that there's a road that leads up this mountain, and that's how they load the dirt. These are more mountains in the making. More mountains in the making. And I have a short video of what I believe are people being burnt. I have DNA evidence, and I drove through the mountains of Colorado, and my eyes were burning, and ash was coming from the sky, and it got all over my canned goods, and so I decided to take some swipes with some napkins, and I folded them up, put them away. But somebody was digging in my stuff when I was because I live with Ana Morales Larios and Melvin Larios, and those guys have been, they were CIA agents since I was a kid. No, they're not my family, they're not my blood, and so they've been digging in my shit because I have no choice but to work here. To live here. Every time I get a job, they fire me now, even though I've never been fired from a job ever before that. Let's see, look closely. I believe this is the video. Let's see. Maybe not. Those clouds are coming from the mountains. I believe that's the napalm or nerve gas, actually. That's what I believe it to be. One of these videos has the smoke coming out the mountains. Okay, it's not this one. That's funny. It says 6 seconds, but it's not playing. It says 6 seconds. Let's see. Push play. It's not playing. These are the clouds when I passed through New Mexico. This is where I believe where the people were being burned at. If you know anything about nerve gas and what its effects are, you might come to the conclusion that I came to. See it coming out the mountains. I usually, it's really good camera. I never had a problem with it. It's my go-to camera, but I guess we have an issue today. Oh, that's a good shot right there. This is a very good shot. To show you that that's burning coming out of the mountains there. Pay attention. Fuck. That says Williams down Grand Canyon, exit 163. This is the back road from Needles, California, Nevada, excuse me, I believe Needles, California, Arizona border. And those are clouds that are coming out the mountain. Not to be confused with the clouds that they're showing us now, which are just used to cover the sky. These are actually smoke that's burning. And that's a good picture to show you. This is a gas that I have evidence of, and this is to show you that I'm not lying about them making mountains. That's a mountain in the making, which is not really a mountain, but what you see them doing is they're creating a hollow place in between the mountains behind them and the mountains in front of them. And this is where they lay their bases out and load missiles, which they've been using to attack our own Army and Air Force. And that's why I believe it's a separate government, as they let me so far on the grounds, but I've been to military bases through Southern California, and I've never been to one there. And I never heard of a military man speak of that. I got pictures for now, I want to show you that shack that's in the back of the house to show you they're building bunkers under the homes between the lower middle class population. This was gas back here in Hammond when I first was going to move here, before they started using that fake stuff. There's all the extra lines hooked up to the Wi-Fi system. This is me being burnt with napalm. I didn't know that it was. I knew it had an active ingredient, which I will show you right now, but I was not aware that if you mix them both together, you'd get a flash bomb with a blue flame. trying to show you that shack behind. There's a corner of it. These fools been cutting my pictures, as the man here will testify to you. Yeah, they've cut it. They've been cutting my pictures off. If they don't totally remove them, they'll cut off a corner of it, which they did right there. And I took multiple pictures of it, but it seems like it might not be here anymore. Yeah, it's not here no more. This is an extra electricity box with locks and no bolts on it. Across from these houses, what I was trying to explain to you, they have these shacks that I believe are air conditioning shacks for the underground bunkers. Damn, I really wanted to show you that. Yeah, they removed it. Well, here's the active gas they tried to blow me and Rodrigo Enrique Diaz when I was in his house. Pressure. I got this from an AT gas station, which has the active ingredient, and the let out the air, but it's still boiling or something. Because I open way, I close it, so it's been released. All the pressure's been released. But when I close it, it's still more gas building up. See that? They're trying to blow me up. So now you see it's been totally released. Watch. You can see the gases with your eyes. Once again, that's the gas station right across the 605 Kensington Court, Roselle, Illinois. I had suspected earlier that they were putting something in the gas because of the smell that was coming out of my exhaust. And, you know, the proof is in the pudding, or in these red containers. I thought that there was some type of threat on my life. It's a good day because it doesn't look well. The top is off. Let's try it. Close. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's a safety hazard. What did you say? There's the other one. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save at least one of these gas tanks. I'm kind of going broke, so I'm going to need to use some of it. But I'll save this small one for some testing at a later time. I saved it, but Melvin mixed it with something else. I still believe it's active, but It was cleared, and now it's yellow. Because obviously now it becomes dangerous. And that's all for now. My name's Luis Diaz. You know me by the man who found out that we had Red Army, German insurgents into the U.S. government, and their plot and schemes. They're stealing underage girls for sex trade and sex slave, and from here all across the country. Thank you. That was about a day or two after I came back from Illinois. Thank you.